stand in rain. Same way, confidence may not bring us success. It gives us power to face any challenge in our life. A very good morning to every one of you. Dr. Ruta Patharkar, on behalf of Motiwala Homeopathic College, welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Sumit Singh sir. I also welcome Dr. Sahar Motiwala Singh ma'am, Dr. Kundu sir, Kundu ma'am, Yadav sir, all respected teachers, my colleagues, PG scholars and physiotherapy students. Today we all are gathered here for the communication skills seminar. A skill in the art of communication is crucial to a leader's success. He can accomplish nothing unless he can communicate effectively. A day without prayer is a day without blessing, and a life without prayer is a life without power. So let's begin our session with the remembrance of the God. I request the prayer group to chant a prayer.
ईश्वर मेरे लिए सर्वपरि परिपूरक है। ईश्वर मेरे लिए सर्वपरि परिपूरक है। उसमें अपनी संपूर्ण आस्था रहने दो, आस्था रहने दो, आस्था रहने दो, आस्था रहने दो।
Thank you, prayer group. Now I request our speaker, Mr. Sumit Singh sir, to please come on the dais. I also request Dr. Kundu sir to please come on the dais and felicitate Mr. Sumit Singh sir with Shal and Shrifal. I request sir to please start with.
Audible? Everybody can hear me?
Yes.
I cannot hear myself. Everybody? Okay. Look at the first. I will try not to talk too much. I'll show you some pictures. I have been given some instruction not to talk too much. Just kidding. So I'll show you some pictures and then we'll come to the topic. Just look at each picture carefully. Okay, now the question time. What do you see in those pictures? See, this session is going to be very interactive. I'm not going to talk, it's not one way of talking. It's not a lecture. You've already been in your lecture in your school, in your college. I'm not going to give you lecture. So I'm going to ask you a lot of questions. Ravi, can you have mic please for anybody that want to say something? Or you can raise your hand and I think we can, without mic also we can talk. So what did we see in the pictures? Who can tell me? Yes, ma'am.
Talk about non-verbal communication.
Okay. It was somewhere it was about non-verbal communication. What else? What else did we see? Do you want to see the pictures again? Again? Let's we go back again. Yes, yes. So we are seeing here there are different ways of communication. Okay? So now we come to the point of communication. So what is communication? So let's have a look at the dictionary meaning of communication. Can somebody read? Who can read for me? Or I'll read it. The imparting or exchanging of information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium. So this is one of the definitions of communication. Simple, basic definition. So we know what is communication. And this is one of the very basic definition of communication. And these are different means of communication. So we can see that people are talking person to person, in a group, on a phone, or body language, or signboard, or social media. Right? Now, our main topic. Why do we call it a communication skill? Or why do we need it? Why did we add the word skill to that? Communication was okay. Chalo, we were talking about communication. Is English okay, or should I speak in Hindi also in between? Is it okay for everybody? Don't be shy. It's okay, no problem. The language should never be a barrier. So in between, I'll try to talk Hindi and English both, a combination of. Okay. So why do we say skill? Why did we add the word skill with it? So let's just have a look at what is a skill. The skill is the ability to do something well, expertise. It means the communication itself is not complete. It has to be sharpened. It has to be developed. That's why we have added the word skill with it. Now before that, who would like to read it? Or you read it already? What is written?
Why do you think communication skills are important for you as a doctor or a teacher?
Yes. Before I had written only doctor, but then I realized there are teachers also, so I added teachers also. Why do you think? Students are there, the doctors are going there, students are going to be doctor, that's why I use doctor. So why? Why do you think it's needed?
Understanding the patients.
Okay, understanding the patient. Yes. What do you all think? Why do you think it's needed as a doctor or as a different person, as a daughter or as a son or as a husband or as a wife? Yes, ma'am.
Because communication is everywhere.
Mhm.
It has to be through a proper channel. Communication is something that the person exactly is understanding what the person has to convey. So that connection should be there. It is required everywhere in daily life. In persons, irrespective of their definition. What is being said and what is being conveyed. It is accurate and because of communication.
Yes. What is this? Okay. So if I don't know English, how am I going to communicate? Do you think my English is important for communication? No. Language is different thing. Communication is different thing. Because we saw the picture of mother and a child. Does the child know English or any other language? Do you think English? So now what we are trying to say here is our English or our command or English has nothing to do with our communication. Here we are not going to talk about our skills in English or English language or any other language, German, French, Hindi, Marathi, whichever language. We are not talking about language. We are here to talk about communication. What is communication? Okay? So they say, I was hearing some talks on communication skill, and one thing that really touched me was they said that the communication is the strongest ways of building trust. What do you think about it? Why trust? Why do we need communication to build trust? Can somebody say about this something? Why do you think we need communication to build trust? What do you think? Yes.
Convincing the partner.
The mark. Yes.
So that we convince the other person what we are trying to tell about.
Okay.
Through communication, we can convince the other person more easier, in an easier manner.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. So, why do we have to use the term convincing? Are we convincing anybody? There's nothing wrong in it. I just want to say, is it only convincing others? The trust has only to do with convincing others? What are the other elements in trust?
So, when a patient comes to us as a doctor, I would say, the patient is not he's not in the condition कि मैं इस पर भरोसा करूँ या ना करूँ. So, by communicating, we can take him into our trust. That no, you are going to be all right. You are with me, and don't do worry. So, वो जो है वो एक communication proper channel से ही हो सकता है.
Yes. और किस तरह का कम्युनिकेशन होना चाहिए? किस स्तर का कम्युनिकेशन होना चाहिए पेशेंट्स के साथ या किसी के भी साथ? उसका मोड कैसा होना चाहिए? अगर आपको एक ट्रस्ट, एक भरोसा लाना है उनके बीच में, आपके और सामने वाले व्यक्ति के बीच में, किस तरह का होना चाहिए? फ्रेंडली, यस. और फ्रेंडली होना चाहिए. और ओके. तो सिर्फ भाषा ही नहीं, या कह सकते हैं सिर्फ नॉट ओनली आवर वर्बल लैंग्वेज बट ऑल्सो आवर बॉडी लैंग्वेज और एक्सप्रेशंस. यस, with I tell my wife I love you, but with my expression I am something else. Will she agree with what I say? Do you think? Is it okay? Some people say I trust you, but then you can see in their eyes that they don't trust you, right? Especially when you want to buy something. Now this product is very good, sir, buy it. But we know this product is not good. So that's just verbal is not enough. So that for the trust, it has to be genuine. सत्य होना होगा उसमें, genuine होना होगा. Without genuine, do you think you can build trust without being genuine? Do you love your patient really, or you are showing off that you love your patient? Do you think the patient will not understand? What do you say? If you really don't like your patient because he or she has some problem or some disease, and you're trying to show, no, I really care for you, and you really, from your heart, you don't like it, the things he has or the disease he has or she has. So what do you think? Will you be able to build trust through communication? Will it be possible for you? So it has to be from our heart. It has to be really genuine, that what you feel, the feeling of love, real love, that you feel the compassion that you feel, that yes, and based on that, then you build that trust. And of course, the tool you're using is communication. And that communication has nothing to do with your language. It can, without talking also, you can communicate with somebody. Not, you see sometimes people, I have also experienced when I was small, I met some friends from some other countries and I really wanted to play some basketball or some game. I didn't know their language, they didn't know my language, but we played a lot together without saying a word. Because we could communicate with our heart. So it has nothing to do with our language. It has to do with our expressions, our feelings. Okay. So also we also had a look at why do you need as a doctor or as a teacher. I didn't hear anything from the teachers, or B.Ed. Do we have B.Ed teachers? Yes sir, please say some things. Do you think teachers, I don't think teachers need communication, only doctors need. Nirmal sir, क्या लगता है आपको? It is essential for teachers also? Yes, it is. Indeed. Okay, then now we'll go for the some of the elements we'll discuss. Before that we'll do some. So we are talking here developing your communication skills or making your communication effective. That's what we have been discussing. Because not only knowing is enough that our communication has to be good, it has to be effective. So we'll discuss some things, but I think I have put it here. Yes. Let's do some activities. I need some 10 volunteers, 10 नहीं, 15 volunteers. No, 18 volunteers. I need 18 volunteers, 9 staff members and 9 students. So who are the ones who will come here? Come from the front row. Yes, come. 9 students and 9 staff members. Please come. Please come. I should have played this game with only our students. Staff will not like to play games. They are more into teaching and doing some serious stuff, right? Okay, keep the social distancing. I don't want to be the cause of mixing up everybody. So pick up one balloon and blow it. You're a student of physiotherapy? Okay. एकदम मस्ती के मूड में रहना, हाँ कोई भी एकदम हम लोग स्टेज पे भागा दौड़ी करने वाले, हाँ टेंशन नहीं, ओके? चंदन सर कहाँ है? आइए ना। या श्योर। फटा हुआ है? ये एक्टिविटी ये नहीं, एक्टिविटी के बाद चंदन सर लीजिए। जिसका बलून फटा हुआ है प्लीज दूसरा ले लीजिए। आइए सर, आइए आप भी आइए। यस, फर्स्ट ब्लो इट एंड टाई इट, उसको बांध लीजिए। बहुत भागा दौड़ी वाला गेम है ये। हाँ तो बोलिए, आप देखिए, बहुत भागा दौड़ी करना है, थोड़ा और सर्कल बना लीजिए। ले लो वहां से बलून, ले लो दूसरा बलून ले लो, और ये है क्वेश्चन। हो गया? बलून कहाँ है? हो गया? है ना उधर, पहले से फुला के रखना चाहिए, ऐसा लग रहा है सर। Don't do this. The ones that are old don't talk anything. You can go and sit. Everybody, they are already familiar with this activity. They can go and sit. It should be a surprise for everybody, for my dear students. Okay? So you took? Everybody took. Don't. चलो आ जाइए, आप लोग इधर आ जाइए, सामने खड़े हो जाइए। चलिए सर, जो पहले से आया एक्टिंग ऐसा करो कि वो पहली बार आए हैं, ठीक है? नहीं तो मार्क्स कट जाएंगे। सब लोग हैं? सब लोग रेडी हैं? ओके, नाउ लिसन केयरफुली। You have to save your balloon from popping. जिसका बलून बच गया वो जीतेगा, जिसका बलून फट गया वो हार जाएगा। Okay, do we have a stopwatch or a timer? Can you put the timer please, man? We have 1 minute. Just a minute. ओके, हाँ एक दूसरे से बजाना है, बचाओ, शुरू करें। बलून फटने से बचाना है। 1 2 3। बोला ना कुछ लोग आ रहे हैं, वो होते ना पार्टी कुकर्स, मार देना ना। Okay, time is up. Time is up. Time is up. Okay. So I know you may be familiar with this, but now you can go and sit. Thank you. We'll just leave everything here so you can update. No problem. Thank you very much. So what happened just now? What was happening? What did I say? Did you listen to what I said? Yes, sir. Please. Yes. I said you have to save your balloon from popping. Did I tell you to pop others' balloon? Distorted communication. Did I once mention, somebody asked me also, I said I don't know about that, I didn't say it. Sir asked, do we have to pop others? At least somebody asked, but not just took the action without asking. I said you have to protect your balloon. We had some party poopers in between, they were trying to spoil it, but then we managed it, no problem. Okay? So one very important aspect or element of communication is listening. Because, or especially for doctors and teachers, if we do not listen to our students or patients, how are we going to communicate what their problem is, what their requirement is? Do you think is it possible if you do not listen? And listen to what? Sometimes we listen, but listen to answer. If somebody is going to tell us something, we are ready to answer. But they said no, not listening to answer, but to listen, really listen and understand. Especially in arguments, what happens? Somebody is telling me something, I'm collecting answers. So say, what am I going to answer? What am I going to tell that person? No, then it is not a communication, that is argument. But do we want to do argument or we want to communicate? What do we want to do? So listening is very important. Okay, I said the volunteers. Let's come back again, everybody, come back again. We'll play some. Yes, that's a good idea. You can come, please. Come. We'll call from friends from here. Please come. And new staff members and the ones that are familiar will not come. No, here everybody can come. This requires skill. Only the young ones. We want only the young. They think they are young. Can come. So come, please come. Punja sir, are the youngest member of our college? Punja sir, please come. Sir. Come. Okay, we don't need too many people. Just we'll make a circle. That's enough. Yeah. Okay, we'll make a full circle. Please come. Yes, that's enough. And we need some volunteers here, just to stand here. 2 volunteers, please. Yeah, you can come and stand here. Yes, please. Just stay here, we need your help. अभी पता चलेगा क्यों. Okay? अभी हम लोग देखते हैं कितना अच्छा क्रिकेट खेला है. Okay? तो ये बॉल हम फेंकने वाले हैं. रूल इज पहली बार ये बॉल जिसको मैं फेंकूंगा हर बार वो बॉल मैं उसी बंदे को फेंकूंगा. ठीक है? So suppose I send it to her. Catch it? Okay. Now you will only receive this ball from me, nobody else. Now you can choose anybody and throw the ball. Choose anybody and throw the ball. Sahar ma'am, you will only receive the ball from. The concept is clear? Good. Continue. सर्कल पूरा होने के बाद वापस बॉल मेरे पास आएगा नेचुरली. ओके, द लास्ट वन विल थ्रो इट टू मी. नो, यू आर डन नाउ. हाँ, सो इट शुड नॉट गो टू अगेन. सर आप तो चुके. Let's pass it to sir. Everybody is done? Then sir will pass it to me. Okay. Then the process starts again. Be ready. Look at me. Nobody else. Look at your receiver. Oopsie. No problem. Be alert, everybody. अरे अभी तो 10 बॉल आने थे, अभी तो 3 बॉल में हालत हो गया. Oh, you didn't receive? Okay, sir, please give me more attention. So it is going to be last on the last one. Just the secret is look at your receiver. That's it. The thrower, not the receiver. The one who throws. Okay, it's my fault. Ball. The ball fate is. Okay, thank you very much. To a certain extent, we did it. Okay? Now we'll play one more game and then we'll talk. Are you ready to play one more game? Different game, not this game. Different game. 4, 5 people. This game is a big trick. Why is it wrong? One group and then we'll play the other group. Okay. One line here, one line here. Stand up. Keep your hand like this. Go. Put your finger. Line. Facing each other. Facing each other. Yes. Thank you. Keep your fingers like this. Like this. Sir, please. Yeah. I'm going to keep this on your finger. So it should be in the center. Only the finger. It should be only the. Everybody's finger should touch this pipe. It should touch the pipe. Okay. Now everybody can see?
Yes.
The game is that you have to take the pipe down without untouching the pipe. Means you have to continuously touch the pipe. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, leave the pipe has to go down, not up. Wait, just one. The pipe has to go down and you cannot move your finger from the pipe. Everybody can see?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Pipe down. Not up. Not up. Down. Again. Try it. Touch it. Down. Is there any problem? Down is down. This is down. This is up. Again. Not up. Forward in the pipe. Once more. 1, 2, 3. Down. Touch the pipe. You cannot move the finger away from the pipe. Touch the pipe. Down. Keep the pipe touching. Down. Okay, that's the game. It's a bit tricky game. Thank you very much. Thank you. It requires a very high level of. Okay, I will have a picture. So, did you enjoy the game?
Yes.
And some people missed also. No problem. Next time we'll play this game. or you can play in your college, in your department. The last one was a very tricky one. Why we couldn't do that? The last one? Coordination, communication. Yes? What kind of coordination or communication? Yes, ma'am. Somebody said something. Concentration. Okay. Okay. Vision. Okay. Vision. Yes. Teamwork. Yes. All are right. All are right. All are different elements. With a vision, of course, in mind. Means the end in mind. That where you have to reach. Yes? And what about the game you played with the ball? Concentration and attention and what else? Focus, alertness. Okay. So these are all a type of communication. Do you think you had to communicate with each other to win the game? Yes? And was there one person to lose or more person to lose if you had lost the game? Can you say that 3 people won and the rest lost? No. If you lose, you all lose. If you win, you all win. The game is that either you all lose or you all win. So this is a high level of communication with understanding, with trust. With trust. That takes time. It cannot be built in like this. Sir was trying to tell, we have to go down, we have to go down. But then, this is one, it's the beginning, it's the vision that we have to go down. But for that vision to achieve, we need a lot of practice to communicate, to build a trust that no, that girl will not move, that I should go down, the other person will also go down with me. And slowly we will build a trust, and then we can win the game. So is life. So is with patience. Okay? So we did our activities. Now, to make our communication more effective, we have some points that we are going to discuss. Okay? Let's see how we can make our communication more effective. So, for transmitting effective written or moral messages, certain principles must be followed. There are some principles. What are those? These principles are advocated by Francis J. Burton. These are known as 7 C's of communication. These 7 C's must be followed in order to carry out a proper communication in which the receiver understands the message said by the sender in the context it was meant to. Okay? So it's not just the written message itself. It's a effective written oral message. It can be written or it can be oral. Or it can be of different type of that we saw, different type of message. Okay? So let's see. And we are talking about these 7 C's does not mean that there are only 7 elements or 7 things that we have to sharpen or that have to build. There are innumerable. But they have chosen, Mr. Francis has chosen 7, they are very effective if you work on those. Okay, so let's see one by one. So these are the 7. Clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete and courteous. So we'll go one by one. So clear. Can somebody read for me? Yes?
Read every message by asking the question, what is the purpose of this communication? This will enable you to make the objective of the communication clear to the receiver.
See. Yes? So how should we please come? So how should we begin the message? What should be there? The purpose. Any communication has a purpose, especially in our professional life, because we are all going to be professional. So we are also looking at it from the perspective of professional life. So we have a purpose of any communication. We think before any communication, why we are doing this communication, or why is it happening? Like seeing the patient itself, it has a purpose that you want to treat the patient. Okay, now If you are not sure what the purpose of your communication is, then chances are that your recipient won't be either. If you are not sure about your purpose, will the receiver be? Do you think? If I'm not sure myself, am I a doctor or something else? Or am I sure that if I can treat the patient, what will happen to the patient? If I tell the patient, मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ तुमको ठीक करने का, लेकिन पता नहीं तुम ठीक होगे कि नहीं, मेरे को तो पता नहीं, क्या होगा पेशेंट का? पहले मर जाएगा, है ना? So it is very important that the purpose is clear. Okay? Clarity is also about avoiding the use of complex words, sentences, and fuzzy language. See, the language is also calm, but what to avoid? What should we avoid? Complex words, sentences, and fuzzy language. Patient Aya. I'm taking an example of patient mostly because we are mostly here doctors. That's why, and it's a medical college, so it's more relevant. But it is relevant to anything, to teachers in our daily life also. We know. I think I know good English. I start with very high vocabulary. Will it work? Or I use the terms, medical terms with a patient that you've got, I don't know the names of different diseases, but I tell any patient the real scientific name of the disease. What will it help? Do you think it will help? Will it show off that he's a good doctor, he knows the names of this disease? Is it going to affect his health? No. And the fuzzy language is like we don't know what you're talking about, like whatever language you're talking about. Okay? So it has to be clear. The first is when the communication is to be clear. Yes. The purpose and the language both. Okay? The objective and this. Now the next. It has to be concise. What is concise? Can somebody read? Yes, from the back side. Can anybody read, please? Is it visible at the back? Can you read, please? The first one? Yes. Yeah.
Make your message brief and to the point.
Yes. You want to say? Say.
Whole alphabet.
No, just one.
Make your message brief and to the point.
Okay, sit down.
Thank you.
So the message has to be brief and to the point, not too many things. So we'll see all the points again. Why use 10 sentences to explain something when a single sentence will suffice? This seminar could have been for 2 hours or maybe 3 hours. Do you think that would be enough? That would be okay to do fully for 2 hours or 3 hours? Is it okay? You wanted to sit for 2 hours or 3 hours for one topic? No, it's not needed. It says why to use 10 sentences when it can be when a single sentence will suffice. If somebody understands in one sentence, why do we have to use 10 sentences? Why do we have to tell 10 times the same thing? Being concise will save time for both you and the receiver of your message. So it's beneficial for both of us. For me also and my patient also. And different business-wise also. I can see one patient and either I see one patient whole day or I see 10 patients. I make 10 times. Isn't it? Just do. Okay, now, to help make your communication more concise, avoid going over the same point several times. And avoid the use of filler words, sentences, and over-wordy expressions that we saw in the last slide also. Is it clear? Okay, the last one is very important. Although we are trying to be concise, it is important to remember that we are not trying to lose completeness. So I have to make the case paper for a patient, and I think, oh, I have to be concise. Let's use shortcut. Can we use shortcut? Will it work if I use shortcut, or if I'm making a lesson plan for my students? I say I have to be concise. I'll just write the headings, and it's okay. It's a 45 minutes lecture. I'll just write 4 points. Is it okay? Or I'll just 45 minutes 5 minutes में खत्म कर लेते हैं. Will it be okay? There has to be a balance. That Concise does not mean incomplete. It has to be complete, but not overly, overly expressed. Then concrete. This is also very important. Concrete communication is about being specific and clear rather than vague, obscure, and general. To be more concrete, use sentences that cannot be misinterpreted. Include supporting facts and figures to underscore your message, but don't allow anything that detracts from the focus of your message. So we have to use the facts. What happened to the patients when we have some patients? What do? They come with some symptoms and we want to be clear about it. What do? What do we tell the patient to do? Investigation. Yes, we send the patient to diagnostic center to investigate what is the fact, what are the facts, what is the level of his disease, his or her disease. Then we get the data. Based on that data, we work. Yes, ma'am. Yes, after that we come to a concrete decision. We cannot just in general say anything that you've got this or you've got that, or for myself also, that assume that this patient has got this or that. Can I assume without seeing the data, without seeing the report? No. Then it has to be correct. What can somebody read from this corner? Yes. Can you read? Yes.
Incorrect information doesn't help anyone and it does your credibility no good. Ensure that your message is typo-free. Your facts and figures are correct. You are using the right level of language.
Thank you, boss. Thank you very much. Okay. Why does it have to be correct when they're communicating with somebody? It's not just the written. Don't keep in your mind that's just a written message. Any type of communication. Why does it have to be correct? What do you think? Or it's okay. It is okay if it is not correct.
The interpretation should be proper.
Okay, interpretation should be proper. Okay. Okay. What will it do to my credibility as a professor in my profession? We'll lose the trust if it is not. Communication will be dropped. There will be barrier in our communication. Yes. Especially when you prepare the report of the patient and it has a typo mistake, what will happen? There are some reports, there are some disease, I don't know the names of disease, and there are levels that it has to be from this number to this number to be healthy. Yes? Can you give me some example of some disease that has numbers or level of infection? Some example? Okay, for example, ESR, what?
Has to be between 0 to 10.
Okay, ESR has to be between 0 to 10. एक पेशेंट मेरे पास आया और उसका ESR है 8 इज ओके, 8 इज ओके, और मैंने जब टाइप किया उसको ईमेल लिखा या टाइप किया या बताने उतने होगा, टाइप किया एक 0 लगा दिया गलती से 80 हो, क्या होगा उस पेशेंट का? What will happen to that patient? 8 का 80 कर दिया जो कि 0 से 10 के बीच में होना चाहिए था, क्या होगा उस पेशेंट का? पहले ही मर जाएगा वो। उसके घर वाले बोलेंगे भाई तू जिंदा कैसे है ना? जब तक दूसरा रिपोर्ट आएगा तब तक उसकी अर्थी उठ जाएगी, है ना? So that's why it has to be typo free. I've seen some movie. That movie they had shown, they had done some mistake and they won the case in the court, something like that. Anyways, your facts and figures are correct. It has to be very clear. Before the previous slide we saw, it has to be clear. That's why we ask for the investigation as a doctor, and then you are using the right level of language. Even the level of language, what level of language you are using is also very important. With whom you are talking. If you are talking to a young boy, if you are talking to elderly, you are talking to a person from different cultural background, your level of language is very important. What level of language you are using is also very important in communication. Being correct first time will both save your time and boost your credibility. A correct message will also have a greater impact on the recipient than an incorrect one. So if the first time you're correct, it saves your time, so you don't have to again call the patient or the person also. Suppose you're writing for an application or for anything. You don't make a mistake, you have checked everything, you save the time. Otherwise the file will come back to you again you have to send it, again you will do the correction, again, or in conversation also. You wanted to say something, but you said something else. And the other person misunderstood you. Then again you have to clarify. No, I did not mean that, I meant that. Then the person will, we can guarantee that the person will understand. Then they'll know you said that. Then it will turn into an argument. Then we'll go on clarifying, no, I didn't say that, I didn't mean that. So it has to be clear from the first time. You have to be very careful. Okay. Now go ahead. Can somebody read from the back? Yes. Up. Yes. No, behind you. Yes.
Does your message make sense? Does it flow logically from one sentence to the next?
Yes. That's it. Thank you. So does your message make sense? Does it flow logically from one sentence to the next? This applies both in your communication, in your verbal communication, as well as in your written communication, or in your reports, or in anything. It has to be logical. For example, my presentation. I start with some topic and I end up doing something else. I start with communication and I end up doing some other topic. Will it help? You all be confused. We had come here for communication skill. What are we talking about? Will it help? It will not help. So it has to be coherent. Okay, now to ensure that your communication is coherent, what do? Check that each sentence flows logically from one to the next. So we were discussing at home and we came to this, that suppose I write a leave note to Kuduna, for example, or to Chandan sir, for example. And in subject I put that due to some health problem I want leave. And in the sentences after this I start mentioning हाँ मेरे बुआ की शादी में जाना है, घर पे ढेर सारे मेहमान आए हैं, इसलिए मुझे छुट्टी चाहिए. What will happen? अरे बुआ की शादी कहाँ से आ गई? सब्जेक्ट में तो आपने डाला, आप बीमार हो. Is it coherent? Coherent का मतलब समझा? सामंजस्य होना चाहिए, तालमेल होना चाहिए, एक सुर ताल होना चाहिए. जब आप बात कर रहे हो किसी भी चीज से, तो आपने जो बात शुरू किया है उसी परिप्रेक्ष्य में आप बात करते हो. आप अपने विषय से इधर उधर डमाडोल नहीं होते. आप अपने विषय को पकड़ के रखते हो. किस विषय पे बात शुरू हुई, कहां से शुरू हुआ, उसी से संबंधित बातों को हम करते हैं. नहीं तो ना सामने वाले को समझ में आएगा, ना मुझे समझ में आएगा. इसलिए बहुत जरूरी है, इट इज वेरी एसेंशियल, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट हैज टू बी coherent. And then check that you haven't tried to cover too many points or being distracted by side issues. That is also important. You could have put 70 topics here. But why did we put only 7? Why? Time था अपने पास, students भी हैं, मैं भी हूँ. We could have covered 70 topics. We only took 7 topics. Why? Yes? Yes, to sound more appropriate. Why do we need 10 sentences when something can be done in one sentence? We don't need to cover all the topics in one lecture. We don't have to. This is also against the theory of coherence. It has to be precise. Not incomplete, complete, but precise and coherent. Okay? Now, complete. Your message must contain all the necessary information to achieve the desired response. So, they are not contradicting each other. Complete but concise, not over but balanced. To ensure that your message is complete, think about questions that the receiver might think of as they receive your message. Address those questions. So you beforehand think कि सामने वाला क्या सोचेगा जब मेरा ये चीज पढ़ेगा, उसके दिमाग में क्या क्या प्रश्न होंगे, क्या क्या वो सोच रहा होगा. पहले से आप सोचते अच्छा वो ये ऐसा सोच सकते हैं, अच्छा उसके हिसाब से मुझे ये चीज लिखना है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल जो टीवी एडवर्टीजमेंट होते हैं वो क्या सोचते हैं, जो बड़ा बोर्ड लगा देते हो आपको लगता है बिना किसी सोचे समझे ऐसे बस बर्गर का बोर्ड लगा दिया, आपको भूख नहीं है तो फिर पता है अगर बर्गर दिखाएंगे तो भूख लग जाएगा उसको, है ना, बर्गर देखते ही भूख लग जाता है और उसके ऊपर से लिख देते हैं एक पैक फ्री और भूख बढ़ जाती है। सो दे थिंक what you are thinking and this is in answer to those things. So the question is not just a question but what you are thinking, the other person is thinking. So when you are communicating you also keep in mind the one who is receiver, who is going to receive your message. Ensure you have included a call to action so that your audience knows exactly what you expect them to do next. This is also very important. Action. This whole communication thing, if you're doing, if we had not spoken where it is going to be applied, would you be sitting here? That's why we are discussing. It's in your profession. It's in your life. This is the action. When you go out, you'll remember this. Oh yes, we were discussing about this. We were discussing about this. So action is added to that. So anything, you just talk for the sake of talking. Does it make sense? You're wasting your and the other person. It's called gossip. You're just gossiping. Sometimes it's okay with your friends and all. But most of the in your professional life, there is any place for gossip? No place for gossip. If there is no action, there is no use of talking. It starts with words, ends with word. It's not science. Science does not start with word and end with word. It starts with word and ends with action. Okay? So you also are clear. What are you supposed to do after this seminar? Is it clear for you? Are you going to use these skills in your life? Or you're waiting that you'll get the degree and then you will utilize it? Can you use it right after going from this lecture or you're going to use it after 4 years? Yes, it is useful for you. Then courteous. This is very important. We discussed in the beginning also the trust, the love, the compassion. This is now courteous. Be polite. You are more likely to get what you want from your communication if you are courteous. As courtesy builds goodwill. So it is very important. If I talk, shout, I want to say something, will I make sense? No. Check that your message is polite, shows respect for the feelings of the receiver and is tactful. So it is respectful, still tactful. So when we are talking to our patients, students, or our parents, or anybody, or children, it has to be respectful and tactful. Yes? Now, this is the last one that I have included on Baha'i writing. Vezona, I really loved it. Yes, read it. Can somebody read it, please? Loudly and clear. Okay, I'll read it. A kindly tongue is the lodestone of the hearts of men. It is the bread of the spirit. It clotheth the words with meaning. It is the fountain of the light of wisdom and understanding. Baha'i writing. It is by Baha'u'llah. So what does a kindly tongue do? What is the meaning of lodestone? Means magnet. It's a word that came from the lodestone was called before magnet because it was found in Turkey. So they found a kind of stone, they called it lodestone. That's why they use the stone. So what does a magnet do? It attracts. What? And what does a tongue do as a magnet? Kindly tongue. What does it attract? It attracts the heart of people. If you want people, who doesn't want love? Raise your hand. Nobody? Everybody wants love, right? So then you have to have a kindly tongue, especially in our communication, right? And then not only it attracts the hearts of men, it is the bread of the spirit. It's the bread of our soul, of our spirit. It clothes the words with meaning. If I am polite, kind, it will give meaning to what I'm saying. If I'm not polite, not kind, it will be meaningless, whatever I say. However strong language I use, however strong vocabulary I use. If it is not polite, if it is not kindly tongue, it has no sense. However, studious I am. If I am not polite, I talk to my patient is not going to understand anything. And at the same time, it is the fountain of the light of wisdom and understanding. At the same time, it gives us wisdom and understanding. Thank you very much. We will start, we can take the notes from here.
Lastly, two games.
Uh-huh.
That stick.
Okay.
Yes, I want to ask what you want to say behind that game?
Behind the game of the stick one,
Yes.
this one sir said vision was there, any communication, any has an objective, anything you want to do, and that coordination with each other. Do you think you could have taken that rod? It is not impossible that you cannot take the rod down. It is possible, but besides, you have a very good level of coordination. And what is the medium for that coordination? Trust. And what is the tool we are using for that? Communication. It doesn't have to be verbal communication. It has to be non-verbal communication. When we see, we understand each other. We understand how we are putting the finger. How is our body language? So that's very important. Is it okay? Thank you. Anybody has any questions? Please, you can come up with questions. Anybody? Any question? Any clarification? Everything's okay? Thank you.
Message behind a game of softballs.
Sorry?
Message behind the game of softballs.
Game of?
Softballs, those.
That again was coordination. That was also coordination. And where to directly communication, you are communicating with this. If two people are not there, there are so many distractions. You saw? There were so many. But what you are supposed to do, only two people you have to look. The one you are receiving and the one you are throwing. The rest, you don't have to worry about. If you get distracted, you look, अरे वो अच्छा पकड़ रहा है कि नहीं, वो बुरा वो उसका तो गिर गया. अगले मोमेंट आपका बॉल, मेरा भी हुआ. मैं उसको देख रहा हूँ, बॉल गिर गया, तब तक सर ने फेंक दिया. बॉल गिर गया नीचे.
We can apply this to the communication.
This is directly applied to the communication. That when you want to say something? Yes, please.
It's like if you can see, you can listen, you can communicate.
Clear? Everybody is clear? Thank you. Any other question? The questions are coming. The moment I go to sit, you have questions. So please ask before I go. This time I go, I'll not come back. Just joking. Any question? Thank you.
Informative seminar. Definitely these 7 C's will enhance our communication skill. Thank you so much. On behalf of Motiwala Homeopathic Medical College and entire fraternity, and on my own behalf, I extend a very hearty vote of thanks to our guest speaker, Mr. Sumit Singh sir, who came here and given his valuable time and shared his knowledge about communication skill with us, which was very informative. I also thank to all respected teachers of Motiwala Homeopathic Medical College and Physiotherapy College and B.Ed College and the all supporting staff who came and helped and make this event very successful. I also thank to the students of Motiwala College PG faculty